lines, same thing that Dennis used, in order to, between the web spaces, in order that he could punch with impunity.
Ali with a left jab. The challenger forcing the attack. Has Ali back against the rope, and now the referee will separate them. Ali with a combination. Left uppercut, overhand right. Here comes the challenger, swinging wildly, pressing the attack, not landing anything, but very aggressively challenging the champion.
Muhammad had both his hands were bruised, and what I had to do with him is actually put big sponges on both hands, and what Muhammad actually did, if you look at the tape, he literally slapped the guy into submission.
Lynn is taking a beating. It is a cumulative effect from a series of punches. He answers with a wild flurry, doing no damage. The champ, sizing him up, has that killer instinct in his eye. Lands with a left, and another left. Ali is doing damage now, and Blinn is taking a beating. Oh, that right hand, the overhand right. I think he nailed him. Blinn against the ropes, hanging on, and on the canvas. He is down. This could be it.
He held his hands down. Only reason he could get away from holding his hands down because he was constantly moving. Now, if he was standing still with a fighter, he couldn't drop his hand like this. But if he's moving around the ring, you can drop it like this. And that was him.
Ali, 30 years old, Foster, 29.
Ali had the fastest footwork in boxing, I think, in boxing history, and especially to be a heavyweight. He could move better than any heavyweight we had ever seen. That's why today we all say he's one of the greatest of all time, because of his footwork as a heavyweight.
Those blows are all landing. Foster is hurt. They're all landing.
Certain guys gave Muhammad trouble. And, you know, I'll tell you something very interesting. Chuvalo, if he'd have thrown a jab at Muhammad, he may have got lucky with Muhammad. Because Muhammad never figured him for a jab.
This is another replay of the Ali and Chuvalo match of 1967. The crowd whooping it up for Ali and whooping it up for Chuvalo to come forward. Ali, when we thought it would be going the other way at this point. Ali with not too much speed, but missing a lot more than he wants to. Only 9 seconds left. Watch that little thing on the bottom of your screen. They're coming it out now. And well, you will hardly hear it. Chuvalo still stands, and it is going to
the former heavyweight champion of the world, from Louisville, Kentucky, Muhammad Ali.
See now that Lewis is rooted to the center of the ring, and this fellow is using this ring, even though it is only about 16 feet square, and the referee having a job to keep out of the way of these big fellows as well. But it doesn't look as though it's had an effect yet on Lewis's legs, and he's willing to throw bombs if he gets the chance.
And again, these right hands that are getting. Why doesn't Lewis get out of that corner? Yes, he is as well. I hope that he heard me, because it really is ridiculous just to stand there and take them. What a right hand. That was the punch, I think, that Ali was looking for. He teed off with that right hand. He let the left hands go. But you may call the old Muhammad Ali sprinkling away there, really giving them the business. And it looks as though Eskin feels that that's enough. He's not going to allow Muhammad Ali to toy with Blue Lewis, but he's had the professional pride of finishing this fight on his feet in the 11th round. And I think the fantastic performance by Muhammad Ali, and a great performance of courage by Blue Lewis. And Muhammad Ali is being lifted on his shoulders there. You haven't seen that before. His brother Rahman is lifting him up, and Lewis is lifting Muhammad Ali up.
Another very interesting fight that I had was Muhammad Ali and Floyd Patterson #2.
And as you would expect, a lot of encouragement there for Floyd Patterson. And a word in the ear there, a conference going on with Boudini Brown. He's very noisy, second there.
Both fighters came in with the same color trunks. And it's known in boxing that one fighter has to have either red or blue or white or black, and the other fellow has another color, whatever it is, but they're not the same.
So there has to be a change of trunks here. So this could be an embarrassing situation, I think.
Floyd Patterson was asked to change his tights, or his trunks rather, not his tights, his trunks, and Floyd refused. And Ali threatened to walk out of the ring. Floyd Patterson also threatened to walk out of the ring. And the fight did start because it was stated very aptly by one of the announcers that both of these fellas are known. I mean, no one has to have, they could have any color trunks on. People know Ali from Patterson, so the fight continued and they both had their white trunks on.
Both of them former Olympic gold medalists. Both won gold medals at 18 in Helsinki and Rome. Patterson as a middleweight, Ali as a light heavyweight. Although that's one time where the crowd got a little bit excited, and who knows, Ali may have been a bit worried there because Patterson got through with the punches.
All I can recall, there was a great deal of dislike between those two men. And when the fight started, all I could hear was Ali saying that I'm going to humiliate you in this fight, because Floyd Patterson would never refer to him as Muhammad Ali.
So the halfway stage, round 6 then, and as if you didn't know, Muhammad Ali and Floyd Patterson, and this is the really lively round, it would seem.
He did appear not to knock him out, just to keep him there and just rat-tat-tat-tat, and kind of humiliate him, and he did.
The thing is, when it comes to spirit and gameness, you can count on Floyd Patterson, even though that blood now dripping from that right eye, and it's Ali taking him apart now, with half a minute to go in the 6th round.
He started out of the ring by trying to get his opponent's mind, you know, work on him mentally. Because if he work on him mentally, where the opponent would lose his thinking ability or blow his top, Ali could move in and take full advantage of that. I would say it worked good on all of his opponents except Frazier. Frazier paid it no mind. I think Norton paid it no mind because they was hip to his way of working on their opponent because they had seen him fight earlier, so they knew what he was coming with. So I think Frazier and Norton paid it no mind at all.
Ali, fun thing called with myself, in Lake Tahoe, he fought Bob Foster and defeated Bob Foster. I fought Henry Clark for the California Championship. And in that fight, he saw me fight and felt that he could beat me. And so things were put in motion to have a Norton Ali fight.
First round did not have a lot of action, but the points would have to go, it seemed, to Yancey Durham sitting next to me, Frazier's manager, and me, to Ali. Now about the scoring, very quickly. The winner of a round gets anywhere from 1 to 5 points. The loser of a round gets anywhere from none to 4 points. No points for either fighter if the round is even. The man with the highest total points wins the fight. Good left there by Norton. That excited the crowd.
So what happened, we came back to the corner, I saw the blood coming out. There was a different color naturally. And I told Muhammad, I think your jaw's busted. He said, I think I may have to stop this fight. He said, don't you stop this fight. I'll beat this guy. And then Howard Cosell, in the following rounds, asking me, hey, Ange, what's happening? What's happening? I said, nothing. I think his gum is bleeding a little bit, Howard. But actually, his jaw was busted.
And Ali just hasn't been right. And I think he may have cracked a tooth in his mouth, judging by the way he's holding his mouth. Not with his hands, of course, but the mere structure of the mouth.
Ali insisted that the fight be not stopped, just shut up and let's get on with the fight, which we all did. We just took a deep breath and said, well, he wants to sustain all that pain, let's go on with it. And he did, marvelously. He took the pain, didn't say a word.
And Ali, who has done virtually nothing all afternoon. But Kenny Norton, who hasn't been a good enough fighter to take advantage of the control he's had over Ali, really, but still a fighter who's grown in confidence, and in the last round, the 10th round, began to land to the belly effectively, and even was getting the left jab in there much more quickly than he had earlier. Half a minute gone in round 11. Delivering punches there, just blocking Norton's with his arms and gloves. Minute and 10 seconds gone in the 11th round. Ali is landing in this round, as you can see. He is scoring. got in there, and there's blood in Ali's mouth, too. Norton is all over. Norton is the one with the fight left in him. The countdown for the end of the fight. Ali's mouth is bloody. The left gets in, and a good right. He is all over Ali. He is punching him around the ring. One could believe in miracles. Norton himself is tired. You just saw him groping for breath against the ropes, but he knows what he's doing here. Maybe there is something in hypnotism because it's worked for Kenny Norton today.
Because Ali was a master at getting one mad at oneself, or getting one mad at him. When you're mad at him, you cannot think of what you were supposed to do. You will make mistakes, and he would capitalize. In this fight, he made mistakes. I capitalized.
This crowd is going wild. They are sensing a decision in favor of unknown Kenny Norton. Nobody can really believe what they have seen. It is a tired Ali and a hurt Ali.
Referee, Frank Rustich. 7 points Norton, 5 points Ali.
There it is. There it is. One of the greatest upsets again in boxing history.
Ali in defeat to me was an individual who accepted it like a man. The first fight we fought in San Diego, after defeating the man, I didn't know him well. He walked over to me after the fight to congratulate me on winning. I remember saying to him that I hope this doesn't affect our friendship in the future. And he smiled and walked off.
Went to the operating room, got operated on, came out. Next day, he was consoling us. We weren't consoling him.
I'm actually crying. I felt so terrible. And I sort of leaned over, and he saw me crying. He sort of put his arm on my shoulder. He says, "Don't worry, Ange, we'll be back."
And everybody was feeling choked up, and he said, "Hey, he's just broke my jaw. Next time, I'll knock him out."
The talk is that Ali is finished.